Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the Chris Gethard Show podcast. That's really cool that you're checking this out.
We're about to do, I think, the dumbest show we've done in years.
His life would be trashed! And you better believe I'm trashed.
We are scrappy trash people.
What's the point of this show? I just turned it on.
We've always been with this show.
We've always been trash people. We will always be trash people.
It's true.
This doesn't feel real.
Hello!
Look, it's Kat! And live from my grandmother's basement, we are the Trash People. I'm Emily Pineapple.
And I'm Forrest, keeper of the cannon.
And this is the cold sore on my tongue, which is making it very difficult for me to talk tonight. So if I am tripping over myself, that's why!
Hi, Blue Zoot.
Welcome, everyone, to the show. Oh, hi, Blue Zoot. This is We Are Trash People, the show where we talk about something related to the world of Chris Gethard's Twitch streaming network, soon to be like a work with me network. Will we just be watching 8 hours of a shift at a game store? I fucking hope so.
He seems excited about that on the show.
Thanks, Premel. But welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today, we are so excited to be bringing you trivia, as well as our many other fun segments to get you ready for the show tonight. Also introducing...
My allergies.
Forest allergies!
So I will be stepping away from the mic to breathe a number of times throughout the show.
Breathe?
And snort. That was a reference to Tazon Day.
Yeah,
but
JD
welcome, JD Smith, digital artist.
Here to win trivia. Yeah, take a sniff. Take a deep sniff. Dave McDougs, welcome. I know you're often busy during this time. It's awesome to see you. And hey,
Yeah, welcome,
Nina,
Dave.
And hey,
Welcome,
Block
everybody.
Token, and hey, 1BBBR. Hey, Jess Fadson. Let's get, hey, Sarm Smith. As I'm looking up, I'm like, oh no, I've started saying hi to people. I don't want people to feel like I don't like them because everyone who's here is really cool.
Yeah, hey, Single Walk Run, hey, Blog Telvin, hey, Blue Zoot, hey, BZMC, hey, CBC 9000, hey, Droop Dog, hey, Jazz Fadson Montgomery, hey, JD Smith, digital artist, hey, Lena, hey, Sarm Smith, and hello, Stephen Premel. And as Lena just said, happy birthday to Single Walk Run.
And we will be singing
As did Blog Telvin.
to Single Walk Run this post-show. Hell yeah. But let's go ahead and jump into our first bit, our first segment of the show. That's right, it's time for tarot readings from the beautiful Planet Scum Tarot deck, illustrated by our very own Stephen Premel.
And I'll be right
That's
back while you do that.
That's right. Am I gonna show exactly what Forrest is being allergic to right now? Who knows? Did hot toast make a scab on your tongue? I don't know what caused this. I think I had something that was too salty, which happens sometimes. Oh, and now the cat's leaving me too. I'm all alone. I'm all alone on this stream. Oh, Jedi. Oh, Jedi, I have been abandoned in this basement. The cat has left. Forest has left. All that are with me are you.
I'm right.
Oh, Jedi and the Argyle and all wonderful people. Oh, no. Dave McDougal's also going to leave.
I'm right here. Hi, Horde. I'm having allergies.
Alright, friends, let's pick some tarot cards. That's right. This is our first card. Yeah, it's a fun thing to hear from I'm Not the Zodiac Killer. No one is ever really alone. Like, is that a threat? All right, our first card. This is our theme of the week. This the second week of November. We're deep in Scorpio season, Huns. It means stuff. What? I don't know. Yeah, do we know? Did that turn out to be the person? Did the person who people thought was the Zodiac killer turn out to actually be the Zodiac killer?
I think so. I don't know how sure they are, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's technically still open.
My Zodiac is yes.
I can look into that while you do.
Yeah, we need to find the time of birth. All right, friends. He is very much confirmed, but not. Okay. So
yeah.
those situations.
Because, yeah, it was the case breakers, quote unquote, are the ones who think they figured it out, which are just an independent team of 40 former law enforcement officials.
Which makes me be like,
Yeah. So they claim to have identified the Zodiac killer, but the Vallejo Police Department. Yeah.
Sorry, off-beat Valerie, that's the funniest thing.
That is basically.
This one guy swears it's that guy, but like no one agrees. It's like those those specials on Discovery Channel where they talk to psychic investigators who are like, your daughter is definitely still alive and definitely somewhere in Ohio, and like neither of those things are true. You just heard them die. That sound that you just heard was not a cat yowling for no reason.
But
happy birthday.
Yeah. So they've asked, the case breakers have requested that the Vallejo Police Department test the DNA to see if it matches, and the police department hasn't, and the FBI has said that there's nothing new to report.
I mean, fair enough. Like, the person is definitely not still active, so like priority wise, I feel like there's other things.
Well, he's also dead, isn't he?
He's been released from the Scorpio team. That's what I'm going to say whenever anyone's dead. They've been released from their astrological sign.
Yeah, he dead, as Horde said.
He dead. What's our first card? This is our theme of the week, and it's the
showrunner.
The showrunner. It is the showrunner, which is based on the world. This is about completion. This is about having a team that you have around you, that you trust, that everyone works together, and it can represent either yourself, that which is helping you organize all of the different elements of your life for your ultimate story, your show. You're running the show.
Yeah.
Or it could represent someone who is helping you with that process, or a mindset that is helping you with that process. Cartoon dog Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo still has to finish the investigation into the Zodiac killer.
Yes. It's a lot like the spice in Dune.
What's a lot like the spice?
You take the spice in Dune and you have precognition. Or
Well,
a person can have
one can if you're a special
one
person.
may have precognition, and therefore be able to see things like who committed the Zodiac killings. So much like the spice, Scooby Snacks aid in Scooby-Doo's investigation. That's also why he can talk, because the drugs cause him to mutate and evolve.
Because Scooby has the voice.
So he is evolved much like the navigators in the Duneverse.
The Scooby Snacks must flow. Which member of Mystery Incorporated do you think is Benny Gesserit?
Yeah. Wait, who?
Which member of the Mystery Inc. team do you think is a member of the Benny Gesserit?
Oh, it's definitely
Velma.
No.
Daphne?
It's definitely Daphne.
You think Daphne? Yeah, Daphne, you're right.
Because Velma talks about the shit she's doing.
That's true.
She'll, like, walk you through. She's like, I will show you the science. Like, fuck it. Like, Benny Gesserits are like, oh, I don't know. We're just women.
Well,
that's all we're doing is
Daphne also
sisterhood of religious people. Don't worry about it.
Daphne also has her intense martial arts training in the movies.
That's true. Yeah. Friends, let's look at our worst case scenario.
Okay.
Our week where we're trying to settle down on our showrunner. Here's the thing.
If it's me, I take it as my allergies.
These are our stumbling blocks, our things.
Oh, the judge.
No way. In our worst case scenario, the archivist. This is very, very interesting. So our judge here, they know. They're about following your gut. They're about deciding what you know is right, what you're going to act on. So when I see the judge in the place of a stumbling block, what it makes me think is that you're coming up against some kind of inner self-judgment that may or may not be helpful. And I wonder if you're judging yourself and just thinking through all of your memories. So the archivist is someone who picks and chooses elements to create a story. You're right, they are complementary. And I love that. I love that they're yellow, they're gold. Gold has this theme, of course. Premel used that color to sort of represent an enlightening aspect that does not leave residue.
And of course, the archivist is based on Planet Scum production team member Hex, who edits the recap.
Check out the hexagram above him. And sort of what's interesting is I'm really just seeing here like self-judgment and ruminating. I don't know why that sticks out to me very specifically. I was watching a TikTok today where someone was like pulling cards doing yes, no to like the things that people were asking in the chat, which I think is very hilarious. I always in the front of my mind am like, oh no, I hope no one like makes any decisions based on this that they wouldn't have already made. Like, because some of the questions were like, does so-and-so still love me? Like, and the person's like, yes, nine of cups, which is what this hexagram is based on. But you'll need boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
You should be guarded. Oh no, no one can hear me.
They can't hear you.
Time to sing.
Weird. That's weird.
Again.
That's weird. It seems like when I mute myself, it's muting both of us, which doesn't make sense. Oh, I know why, I think. Wait. No. Try talking. No, it doesn't make sense. But I just won't hit that button again.
That's okay. That's okay. That's something I like about the cards.
It's there's a button on my Stream Deck that I'm using to mute myself that usually just mutes my mic. But for some reason is muting both of our mics.
Forrest, we gotta hear that breathing, otherwise people are gonna start thinking that you are the undead. And we don't need that kind of press. We don't need people thinking that you are the reanimated undead, perhaps via some sort of Necronomicon-esque human flesh-bound book that may or may not be right behind the camera right now. Is it possible my mic isn't on? I think my mic's on.
No, her mic is definitely...
Can people still hear me? Are we hearing okay? Yay, Lindsay!
So
welcome.
yeah, you think they say that they think they're hearing you through my mic, which doesn't make sense with how it's routed.
Do we hear this noise? Can we confirm that I'm a living human?
No, I mean they're definitely I trust that they're probably picking you up through my mic. It just doesn't make sense why that would be the case with how things are routed. But it's been annoying recently. My audio issues. My audio has been bad recently. Yeah, they are just hearing you from me, which doesn't make sense with how...
That's so strange.
Yeah.
So I should just like speak up.
Yeah.
Project.
Yeah, I'll keep working on that while you...
The ghost of my grandmother is like... hopping around. Okay. Friends, we got the showrunner. The showrunner is our theme of the week. And our worst case scenario which is judgment, our stumbling block, the judge, and the
Oh, I figured it out.
Our worst case scenario.
They should have your mic now.
Can we hear me? I don't know if Mercury's in retrograde. I know it
was
recently.
very
It does it about
recently.
3 or 4 times a year. But what I really got from this was self-judgment and ruminating.
Yeah, and Studio Cat is back.
Ruminating on stories about perhaps our personal failures, perhaps our inability to keep a community around ourselves that allows us to live and run our lives the way that we want it to. Mercury is absolutely in Gatorade. And just so everyone knows, Pluto is missing. You need to find your Pluto. We don't know where it went. Okay. Let's look at our best case scenario for this week. Let's check it out. Here's the things we got going for us. Things that are going our way. Oh, it's the Weird Bowl again. We keep getting the Weird Bowl as our thing that we have going for us. We keep getting it. Is your Pluto in the Weird Bowl? I don't know. But the best thing about the Weird Bowl is this is about celebrating your personal weird tastes. Look at that. Just put 3 things in a fucking bowl. Put 3 things in a bowl and they're going to taste amazing together. And everyone has their their personal idea of what belongs in a weird bowl and what tastes the best. And you know what's in your weird bowl. I think that this is what we have going for us. We have our weird bowls with us. We have our personal interests, our personal things that we love to sustain us on this journey. And our best case scenario, is this exactly what got pulled last week?
That's the best case scenario?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I not shuffle well enough?
No. I don't think it's the exact. Do you think it's the exact? You think all the cards are the same as last week?
No, I think that the best case scenario is the same as last week. You're right. There is a possibility that it's just there's not that many cards in this deck.
Right, because this is still the original.
But look at our best case scenario. It's this box. This box is in the Garden of Ideas. What's in the box? You're in the box.
Oh, wow.
And you can spend as much time as you want in that Garden of Ideas because you know that your potential, it's in the box. It's in the palm of your hands.
I really want to know what's in the box too, Isbeth.
On the things that you love and you keep at it, that's what's great. That's what you got going for you. You know, best case scenario, you still have your box and you're still in the Garden of Ideas and you are not being overwhelmed by stories that you might be telling yourself about where you are. Are you in this box? Are you in the archivist's box where a story's being created for you? Or are you in the box in the Garden of Ideas being held by a disembodied cloud hand?
Oh.
Let's look at our advice.
Yeah, what's our advice this week?
Factorials. Ooh, that sounds like math.
It is a math.
I don't like math. Oh, here it is. Here's our advice. Our advice is a Naptrix Snacks Nora. As a person who has been incredibly exhausted this entire week and spent most of my time just like lying quietly in bed, wow. It's okay to just take a fucking nap.
It's okay.
You can spend as much time as you want in the Garden of Ideas. You got your weird shit together, okay? You will be sustained on this journey for as long as you need it, and sometimes you just need to consume.
This is Single Walk Run's first time seeing the Pat card.
Look at this Pat card. So this Pat card I love. It's
a great card.
Card that is partially based on the Death card. What we have is Pat laying down in the way of a Four of Swords, which is about sort of resting. It's about sort of a relief, a time away from the world. And in its best aspect, it is about meditation. It's about rest. Snacks, amazing. Snacks are perfect. And as you can see, the beautiful waterfall and the sunrise in the background, as well as the magnolia. The magnolia is about transformation. The magnolia is about rebirth and recreation. And in order to get to that point, you need a fucking nap. How the fuck are you supposed to grow and transform if you are hungry and tired? No.
Oh, and then here, because you also mentioned it, Four Swords.
Yeah. I love this. To get to your showrunner, to get your life running in a way that makes you happy, that you want to show off to people. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's nice to show off to some people how well you're doing. And it's about to be the fucking holidays when you're going to see a bunch of people. I don't know where the showrunner went. And you're about to see a bunch of people. And so don't get stuck in this fucking judgment. And this story of your life, of this, all of your failures, of the things that are in the box, of the ideas that you have that are still in a cage, you know, that you feel like you can't let out. Is this the story that you're telling yourself, that your ideas are in a cage and you can't do them for whatever reason? Or are you telling this story? That you are in the garden of ideas, that you are cooking your fucking box, that you are sustained for as long as your journey needs to fucking take, and you're taking a fucking nap and a snack. Now I'm going to have to find that.
Now we're going to have to find that later, but that's okay. It was worth it for the moment.
It was worth it.
That was a good moment. And so the next time it's going to be some show and tell, but while we're showing and telling, use the Kahoot app or go to kahoot.it and enter room code 4996441.
27 is a really good number, especially because it reduces to 9, which is a number I really like.
You like 9s?
I love 9s. 3s, 7s, and 9s. I was very into numerology as a young person, and the way it works is each letter is... You know, you lay out the alphabet in a particular way. You assign numbers. You can also do it with your birthday, etc. All of mine reduced to 7.
Oh, interesting.
Which is a very mystical number, which for a very mystical child was very gratifying to see. I then went on to get no signs whatsoever.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like, you know, but
Yeah.
it made me very excited. And so I got like this sort of connection to numbers.
Right.
I always had it. It's sort of an OCD thing. But
now
I love 9s because they're
now it's
like
time
a
for show
cube
and
of
tell.
3. Now it's time for show and tell.
And today we're showing Joe Pera's website.
That's right.
Look at this site.
And why are we doing this? Because the 3rd season of Joe
Recently
Pera Talks with You
started.
has started recently, and we just watched this entire series.
Yeah, on HBO Max.
Very, very recently. And
I just love his
Yeah.
website. See?
it's beautiful. I love it.
He does a television program for Adult Swim and live shows when he's not doing that.
Yeah.
I love how much it exudes Joe Pera's vibe. Oh, Single Walk Run was just looking at the site today.
Oh, hell yeah. I love how well designed
Yes,
it is.
his
I'm
book
like a
does look
big
wonderful.
fan of comedian websites. Because I used to have to like look through them a lot. And look how beautiful this is. Look at all of the art. Let's go to the museum.
We got to go to the museum.
And what I really wanted to do was show off Chestnut Walnut, which is the production company that produces Joe Pera Talks with You.
Chestnut Walnut.
Except it's not.
Oh, it's loading now.
It's
It wasn't
loading.
loading earlier, but here's...
It's loading.
But see, these are all of the... This is the museum. Dan
Oh,
Licata,
wow. Who we saw.
who we've seen
We've
on
seen do stand up.
CGP. He was on the
on-
first episode.
Yes. We have Joe Firestone. They were co-writers on this. She is a co-lead, essentially.
Yes.
As much as I think, yeah, she's the biggest co-lead of all of the
I think
co-s
it's
in
fair
the series.
to describe
And it's such a
Sarah
sweet-
Connor as a co-lead.
It's a very, it feels like, how in a bunch of 10-minute episodes does Joe Pera create a community of humans that you really feel like you know? And a comforting place where you feel like you can walk in and you're like, this is definitely small town America, but I know that everyone here will be kind and accepting.
I like Dave's quote. It's great that such a bunch of troublemakers make such a heartwarming show.
Yes.
Which absolutely.
It absolutely is. Especially, I love Connor O'Malley in this show.
Yes, he's so wonderful.
So let's look at the Connor O'Malley tab. Because he is also credited. Oh, that's sweet.
So this links out to his YouTube channel.
But I think that's so sweet that in the museum, like the 3 people that he's like, these are the humans that are not me. That's so sweet. Like on his website, like I haven't really seen that on a comedian website where they're just like, I'm just going to link out to my collaborator.
Right? I agree. No,
like
I
sometimes
think it's
they'll
incredible.
have a section that's like collaborators.
Yeah.
Especially if they do a show. Let's look at Holland Patton Public Library. Why is that there? Because he just loves libraries?
Here we go.
He would.
Welcome to the Holland Patton Public Library. Browse or just take me to the new stuff?
Take me to the new stuff.
Oh,
cute. Okay.
Yeah. So
it looks like it's just like a Tumblr.
Yeah.
But
of some of his stuff.
So this might have been a previous website, you think?
That would be my guess.
Like before he was like, all right, I need a website that like actually has my name on it. Joe Pera is my anxiety medication. That's very true. What a nice thing to just put on and watch. It's so comforting. Let's look at Chestnut Walnut.
Yeah, so
this is what really excited me because they have produced all of these episodes and they are a conglomeration of basically like our guys. Our guys. They're our guys. Who's your guys? Who are your guys? And it's like, well, who appeared on the Chris Gethard show between 2011 and now? Those are our guys.
Chestnut Walnut, we have something to show you.
I'm so excited to see it. Oh, it's Joe Pera Talks with you. All right, let's learn everything about it.
I mean, that's all they have on
How to make it in the USA.
Which is
an upstart comedian gets some help from talent agent and repulsive human being Matt Gold.
Played by Connor O'Malley, and the truthhunters.com, which is a sketch pilot, which I've seen, even though he plays like an Alex Jones type.
I love that they've just...
So good.
That they're just working together.
Yeah, me too.
I love everything I get to see Connor
and
O'Malley
Alex Jones
do.
is in it.
Oh, yes! Can you imagine? Oh, my God.
Yes,
I
and
really,
of course,
really wanna see
as
that.
Lindsay points out, Joe Pera was on the Gethard show as Zero Fucks Boyd.
Yeah.
Which was incredible. Yeah, exactly. That was also the first time I saw Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with Danielle McFlurry. Truth Hunters is amazing. He commits so fucking hard to that character. And yeah, Connor's YouTube gives me a random dose of chaos. We just watched his new video today.
Yeah.
And it is
good,
great, and chaotic.
Yes.
In the best way.
I want to learn about. Let's go to the about. Because it seems like this is a company, and this is from, Little Banks on Wall Street.
Wow.
Which is, of course, Carmen Christopher's miniseries.
Dion Banks, a Christmas tree salesman who's lived a lackluster life and decides he wants to pursue money and power after reading The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, and The Perfect Week, which I've seen Nathan Min around.
Well, he's on and writes for Joe Pera Talks with you also.
I've also, I feel like I've seen him
elsewhere,
sort of around in UCBS circles.
Yes, and Steven's right that Joe is Connor's brother in Truth Hunters.
I love that this group of like 5+ people are just like, we have a production company now, or we just like help each other make stuff. So it was made for like IFC Comedy Crib, Jash, which was a comedy
YouTube
thing.
So let's go. I think the about just takes us back down here, which is comedy for television and internet by Connor O'Malley and Joe Pera. We have created work for Adult Swim, Comedy Central, IFC, Jash, and Super Deluxe. We are a real company and have an office with over 4 chairs in it.
See, I fucking love that. Do you think that's true still?
Yes.
It's true still?
No, but that was what I was going to say.
He's the gold dip boy. Yes.
24 carats.
Yes, on Elegance Hour. Yes. Equally powerful, but completely opposite emotional responses. And I think that they're just both so beautiful. And the thing that I love most about Joe Pera Talks with You is, like, you really get to see Connor's character, but played with, like, so much heart.
Yeah.
Like, it's that same, like, chaos goblin. But also you love him. Which I love. I love getting to watch it and be able to, like, characterize that person and that character in a way that I don't think that I would see in another sitcom. Because they use their chaos goblins, like his kind of chaos goblin, to just be like, here's Kramer.
Right.
Instead of like, here's a chaos goblin with, like, a lot of complexity.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true.
So it's really beautiful. You should all absolutely watch this show.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max, and I mean the new ones are on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You're both absolutely right about how Connor's character gets some great emotional moments and a sweetness that you wouldn't expect. Or the show regards him with a sweetness that character wouldn't usually get.
And it also portrays a lot of men being friends and supporting each other emotionally and reacting healthily to each other's misfunction and malfunction. Because there are characters that are definitely like, this is the obvious parody of a toxic male person in this way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But the people around them, like, will react to that in unexpected ways, like for sitcoms. They're like, oh, like, you clearly need some help, Connor O'Malley. Like, not just like, yeah, bro. And, you know, Carmen Christopher's on to be like, yeah, bro.
Oh, Carmen is so good, too.
The way that the characters, like, because Joe is such a nice person.
Yes.
And without any of that toxicity. And he keeps people around him and close to him that are also free of that. And you get to see a bunch of, like, dudes interacting and helping each other out, like, through that with emotional security.
It's also just so fun seeing all the people from CGP pop up. Like, Ike pops up.
Yeah.
Gary Richardson pops up. Like, it's just so cool.
Yeah. It's a really good show. Big recommend. Absolutely
And, of
loved
course, Planet Scum's own Mary Houlihan does the art, the title cards for every episode.
Which is beautiful. They're all beautiful. Big recommend. Friends, it's time for trivia. Yep, this is the moment you've all been waiting for.
So, yeah.
It's time to prove unequivocally, without a doubt, your supremacy in the realm of comedy. Because as everyone knows, comedy is a competition.
So go to Kahoot.it, or you open the Kahoot app and enter room code 4996441. That's 4996441, and you'll get to play comedy trivia against your fellow trash people, including
Me!
Pineapple.
Look at me. I'm a bunch of pineapples and a squid. Hell yeah. Oh, so excited. All right. So here's the deal. Here's a deal with these beautiful Planet Scum tarot cards.
Oh.
Stephen Premmel is still fucking drawing them. He is always looking for volunteers for the Discord for his tarot, because that's right, there is a Discord part to represent the minor arcana and other arcanas. There's like major and minor arcana in the classic Pixie Smith deck. And so, CBC, I'm so
CBC.
sorry.
Oh. So yeah, thanks for joining CBC. Blue Zoot, Offbeat Valerie, Alice, who I'm sorry to hear is in a bad mood.
Del Taco Fatson, sorry.
Del Taco Fadson and Hello Fresh Jedi.
But message Stephen Premmel if you want to volunteer.
Who's currently in line at Walgreens, so he may not be able to respond right away.
I did. I haven't seen it yet. I don't think he's like
hello,
close to it.
boobs.
Hi, boobs. Love me some boobs.
Last week we had girl dick supremacy. Now we have boobs.
Love it. My card is the
that's really
first
sweet.
thing on my face and not... Oh, beautiful,
Yeah.
Argyle.
That's wonderful.
Beautiful. It's also a beautiful card.
Yeah.
It is really lovely. Premel, how dare you?
Grick
Grick
Earm.
Grick Earm. Every time they play the intro and Wizbev's video comes up.
Oh, in the
and
recap?
it's just like, I'm waiting for Eric Germ.
What?
Germ.
How is that related to Grick Earm? I don't understand.
You know?
What does Grick Earm and Eric Germ have to do with each other?
That's a mystery that we'll have to figure out. I feel like it's going to be as complicated as perhaps the Zodiac Killer being or not being.
Okay. Well, speaking of figuring things out, I think it's time to start our trivia. Are you ready to go? Or are you looking for your card? Okay.
I'm not looking at the answers.
No.
I was just like arranging my
No,
legs.
I meant, did you find the card you were looking through and stuff? Is that
Yeah,
what you're looking for?
I did.
Okay. Then here we go with trivia. That didn't work.
Oh, they're definitely a Star Trek character.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But here we go. Trivia starts.
Hex does such a good job.
I agree. In 3, 2, 1. In the 1989 film, who played the titular Uncle Buck? Was that Chevy Chase, Jim Belushi, John Candy, or Uncle Buck himself? Seen here is the film's director, who is meowing at us from the other room.
Dude!
He just wants his credit. 10 of you knew it.
I
It was
got it
John
wrong.
Candy. Let's go to the leaderboard to see which of you knew the answer.
I did not, and I am tied with Wizbeth.
Hello
in
Fresh
12th
Jedi in
place.
first. Nodiak in second, but only 2 points away from Hello Fresh.
I love the name Nodiak.
Grick Earm in third at 984. Argyle in fourth at 983. Tied with Blogtoven, also at 983. So let's see if this pack gets broken up a bit by our next question. On a recent Googie morning, Riley Soliner mapped out a biopic of which professional French fartist? Was that Lepetamine, Monsieur Pet, Mr. Methane, or Roland the Farter? Which
You'd
of
think if
these
he's going to be
was
so
the
loud
subject
and
of a
annoying,
Googie morning?
he'd come and show his face.
11 of you knew it. It was Lepetamine, a.k.a. Joseph Pujol. Roland the Farter is a medieval flatulist, and Mr. Methane is a modern British flatulist who dresses like the Riddler. And here's a fun fact. Lepetamine means the gas maniac.
There is also a
That's fair.
Baby Geniuses episode. Very recent one where they
Right.
go through the Lepetamine Wikipedia page. That's, of course, Lisa Hannawalt, designer and of BoJack Horseman, art director of that, and showrunner of Took and Birdie, also of Adult Swim, because they're not afraid to hire brilliant women. Fuck you, Netflix.
Poor Jedi pointing out, do y'all remember when they caught the Zodiac Killer or whatever, and people found out he was tagged in all those old Facebook photos where his friend was like, hanging with my pal, he's the Zodiac Killer, haha, wow. I do. Also, he reviewed the Zodiac movie and other serial killer movies and was like, I guess Ted Bundy's a big deal, but he's not that good of a killer. But let's go to the leaderboard. 11 of you knew it. Oh, Argyle up in first. Blogtoven tied for first with Argyle. HelloFresh Jedi down to third. Grick Earm in fourth. 1B B-Day Boy in
grab that cat.
fifth place while Emily's grabbing the cat. Yeah.
Like, you can't interrupt our stream like that. If you're gonna be loud and annoying, then we demand FaceTime. What are you doing? You never...
Yes, Horde? Yes, today's Mike's birthday. Happy birthday, Mike, aka Single Walk Run. We'll be sure to sing to you tonight after Planets Come Live. And sadly, Boobs is now in 7th place.
Damn. Look, it's a cat. Look at this motherfucker. He won't shut up. So now he's playing trivia.
Speaking of trivia, let's go to the next question.
You won't shut
Here we go
up.
with question number 3. Who plays Nora's grandmother on Nora from Queens? Is that Awkwafina, Lori Tanchin, Ming-Na Wen, or Stephanie Hsu?
I'm pretty sure I know this because we did look it up. This person is absolutely hilarious. They had gotten very few roles.
A lot of their
a lot of side characters.
Awkwafina is Nora. Ming-Na Wen plays Nora's Aunt Sandra, and Stephanie Hsu plays Grandma's friend Shushu.
Can we look up Lori Tanchin to show them off? Because she's so funny. She's absolutely stunningly hilarious. She has been in Orange and the New Black as Mai Chang, and did a TV version
of South Pacific.
Yeah, which she's a singer. Like, she was on Broadway and in a dance company on Broadway. Like, she's incredible. When we were going through like her background, and I was like, and those are her only TV credits. Like, this is racism is real. Like, how can anyone see this and not be like,
she's incredible. She deserves
racism and ageism and sexism. This crazy intersection of like not giving this woman the best comedic parts.
She was Bloody Mary, Eric.
She was Bloody Mary?
In South Pacific.
Oh.
And she won an award for it.
Mickey Blue Eyes. What the hell? And she was in Roseanne. Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, like, given her background and how good she is, like, that should have been enough of a resume to like get her in these sitcoms.
But like pre-Orange is the New Black, she mostly had like a few episodes here and there, and then
this is why fucking sitcoms in the 90s were terrible.
But I
they
agree.
would not hire talented people. Oh my god, it's
one.
such a good one. Everyone needs to watch this show. This is another thing that we watched recently because we just got HBO.
You're right, yeah.
Next is Insecure, which I'm so excited about because I used to watch Diary of an Awkward Black Girl.
When it was a YouTube series?
Yeah, when it was I was in college, and it was like, this is one of the
big YouTube shows. I mean, also there weren't as many then.
No.
But yeah.
Oh, you remember her in Roseanne? Yeah, because she's fucking brilliant and memorable and should have been headlining her own fucking sitcom.
Absolutely. But I mean, she is like essentially co-lead of Nora from Queens, which is great.
Because Awkwafina doesn't fuck around.
No. But let's go to leaderboard and see which 9 of you knew it. Argyle in first, HelloFresh Jedi back in second, 1B B-Day Boy in third, Boobs in fourth, Del Taco Fatson in fifth, and Bad Mood Alice was the highest climber that round, which hopefully helped with the bad mood. But let's see. And question number 4, once the cat has been put in his stand. Okay, here we go. Question number 4, true or false? Robin Williams attended Juilliard.
Oh.
Is that true or false?
I think I got it wrong.
You do?
I think I got it wrong.
I agree.
Very
though,
good
CBC.
Kahoot
Great
names.
Kahoot names tonight.
Yeah. Excellent work.
It's true.
I got it right! I got it right!
Robin
Hell
Williams
yeah.
and Christopher Reeve were accepted in the same freshman class, and Christopher Reeve, who of course played Superman, described Robin saying, quote, "He wore tie-dyed shirts with tracksuit bottoms and talked a mile a minute. I'd never seen so much energy contained in one person. He was like an untied balloon that had been inflated and immediately released. I watched in awe as he virtually caromed off the walls in classrooms and hallways. To say that he was on would be a major understatement." And then at the suggestion of Robin Williams' teacher, John Houseman, Robin left Juilliard in his junior year because John Houseman felt there was nothing more the school could teach Robin Williams.
Wow.
So let's go to the leaderboard to see which of you got it right. Most of the leaderboard did, and Del Taco Fatson got it right quick enough that they're now up in 4th place. And Blue Zoot is the highest climber, up 4 places this time. So let's now go to question number 5. Here we go. 5 out of 10. Andrew Scott played Moriarty in Sherlock and which character on Fleabag? Arsehole Guy, Bus Rodent, the Hot Priest, or once again, Moriarty?
I know this one.
When Fleabag faced off against Sherlock Holmes' most famous arch rival. Yeah, it's the Hot Priest. He's to To be fair, on the show, he's technically credited as simply the priest, but everyone knows he's the hot priest. So let's see who got it. Oh, Blogtoven and Pineapple on the leaderboard. You're right. He played the bag in Fleabag. Yeah. I loved Fleabag.
Fleabag also absolutely transformative, incredible. Yeah. One of the best things, I think, of our time, of our generation.
Hello Fresh Jedi, by the way, has aced every question.
What?
So far. Pretty impressive. Yeah, Fleabag good. Fleabag good indeed. Let's see if you're as right about the next question as you are about Fleabag being good. Here we go. Multi-select time. Before they directed Avengers Endgame, the Russo brothers directed the pilot episodes of which of these comedies? 30 Rock, Arrested Development, Community, Parks and Recreation. Which of these pilots were directed by the Russo brothers before they directed all their big Marvel movies?
I think I got it wrong. I think I added
I
one
agree
that
with you,
doesn't
the
go.
Single Walk Run. Like, I really liked season 1, but season 2 was just so good.
Yeah. It always, me too. Multi-selects are just, because I'm like, I think I know one of them.
I did initially have Happy Endings as one of the incorrect answers, Single Walk Run.
No!
Or as one of the answers. It's 30 Rock? Nope. Parks and Rec? Nope. But they did direct the pilots of Community and Arrested Development.
I put Parks and Recreation.
I agree. It's always
addition.
surprising to remember that she's literally part of the aristocracy. But yeah, so that was why I put Parks. Because Parks and 30 Rock were so tied together.
Yeah.
That I was hoping to use both of them being there as my trickiness.
You tricked me.
So I tricked you. So
Yeah.
let's go to the leaderboard to see who...
Trixie
1B B-Day Boy has now gotten the gift of first place. Blogtoven in second. Sarm Smith in third. Argyle in fourth. Hello Fresh Jedi in fifth. But it looks like that didn't get that one right.
Hey!
So, the B-Day Boy now has the highest answer streak of 6 in a row. Hello, Not So Fresh.
You snake!
Better than a rat. I'll take that over a rat.
Rats are better. They're so clever. They have little hands. Snakes have no hands.
That's true. You know who does have hands?
Who?
The subject of our next question. Which recurring Chris Gethard Show guest plays Joe's neighbor Mike Melsky on Joe Pera Talks with You?
And remember, this person does have hands.
Is it Anthony Atominek, Connor O'Malley, Josh Sharp, or Gethy, the Gethard Show mascot?
Remember, if any of these people do not have hands whatsoever, you can narrow that down.
Yeah, it's and seen here is Neighbors 13 v. New, and it was Connor O'Malley, the beast masturbator himself.
Yeah, do you masturbate beasts, kitten?
Oh, that's a good point. Rats can get pizza on the subway. Rats rule.
Yes. They can do little tricks.
Snakes can do tricks.
They can ride on your shoulder.
Snakes can ride on your shoulders.
Yeah, but they also
Gethy is dead.
like snakes need warmth and stuff. Like they have a lot more needs to keep them healthy and alive.
Me too, Argyle.
Yeah, me too.
Whenever Emily texts me, the sound is just Connor O'Malley yelling, "I love you!" I think that's also the ringtone when you call me, so it's just him shouting it over and over and over and over and over.
I love you. I love you.
Yeah. And it's very funny when when I was working in an office, and that would just in the middle of a quiet office just shout out, "I love you." It's from Straight Up Phone Sex. Let's go to leaderboard. Who got it? Whose standing has changed? The birthday boy still in first. Blogtoven in second. Sarm Smith in third. Del Taco Fadson in fourth. And Daddy-O McFlurry in fifth. The two fast food names.
I'm
Closing out
in
the
ninth
leaderboard
place.
so far.
One of my favorite numbers, but not on that leaderboard.
Well, let's see what happens with our next question. Which TV comedy exonerated
Oh
a
my
man
God.
accused of murder? Is that Curb Your Enthusiasm, Mad About You, Seinfeld, or The New Adventures of Old Christine?
I have no idea.
This one's on here just because it's an interesting fact, not because I necessarily
guessed.
think people will know it.
I'm so excited for this story. What the fuck? Like, okay, so full transparency, I guess Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm like, maybe it's Mad About You because I don't know anything about Mad About You, and it's a little older, and I also have no idea about this story. And I also feel like the guy who does Curb Your Enthusiasm is much more likely to be like, fuck you, this guy isn't guilty, you know?
Bwomp, bwomp, bwomp.
Yeah, whereas like Seinfeld just wouldn't. Like Seinfeld would be like, I have to take my 17-year-old girlfriend on a date, so I have to go pick her up from her high school. I'm 35.
It was Curb Your Enthusiasm. You got it right.
Oh shit! Wait, tell me that story.
So I'm gonna pull it up because I don't have all the info.
And this is what is the name of this human?
Larry David.
Larry David.
Yes, it's
Hell
Larry
yeah.
David's show after Seinfeld. He co-created Seinfeld, which is why I had all of the Seinfeld and Seinfeld adjacent answers in there.
I love Larry David because he reminds me of Robbie Hoffman.
I get that.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So yeah, so it's because so there was a murder that happened in LA in 2003, and then they arrested Juan Catalan. The cops arrested Juan Catalan, a machinist who resembled the composite sketch by a sketch artist, because they thought they had a motive and everything. Mm-hmm. But he was like, no.
So a young woman was shot, unfortunately. 3 months later, police arrested Juan Catalan, a mechanist who resembled the sketch artist composite.
They believed he had a motive, because days before her death, this teenager, Martha Puebla, testified in a murder case in which Catalan's brother was a co-defendant, with Catalan looking on. But he pled innocence because he said that night he was at a Dodger game with his daughter and some friends. But no, there were ticket stubs, witness testimonies didn't.
That's so
sway the
fucking
DA.
racist.
Yeah.
They're just like, your brother killed someone and you're Latino, so we're gonna just assume that you committed this like revenge murder.
However, he remembered that there was a television crew there with cameras filming. And it turned out that the Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, The Carpool Lane, was filming in Dodger Stadium that day, and you can see him in the background of shots. I don't know if it's in the background. You can see him in shots on the episode.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You can see him and his daughter returning from a snack run to their row right behind Larry David.
Oh my God. And they had a death row attorney after him.
And so he got freed from jail and completely exonerated
yeah.
because he's just in multiple shots.
Oh my God. Only fucking 32...
Yeah,
$320,000 for 6 whole months in prison,
Yeah. Oh,
and having all
sorry.
that bullshit that comes with it.
Black Telvin has a correction. It's not the episode. It's not in the episode. It's just from footage from taping the episode.
The second story of police incompetence doing their jobs in less than 15 minutes. It's almost like there's a pattern.
Almost.
Almost.
The system works. LOL, JK. You know it does work. You know it does work?
What?
Our leaderboard. Where Blog Telvin is now in first, but...
Cahoot! More
1B
competent than police.
Well, yeah, that is very true. 1B B-Day Boy in second, only 57 points behind, but currently tied with Sarm Smith. Del Taco Fadson, you're in fourth and have a hot streak, comeback with 3 in a row. And Bad Mood Alice now in 5th place, rounding out the leaderboard. But yeah, people pointing out, Blog Telvin has 4 sevens.
7.
4 sevens.
I want to see
That's
4
me.
sevens. If you think that 1BBBR should have a happy birthday, show me those sevens.
Show
seven,
me
seven,
those
seven, 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 seven,
$7 clips, exactly. Which is a fun reference to Eric's stream from the weekend.
Hell yeah!
Everyone wants Single Walk Run to have a happy birthday.
Woo!
Let's see if this next question will help him have a happy birthday.
Maybe it'll summon Murph
Let's
for
see.
tonight's show,
Here
right?
we go. What is the name of Maya Sharma and Justin Linville's podcast? Is it Animal Show, Maya and Justin's Excellent Week, Now That's Interesting, or Planet Party Town?
Those are all really good names for things
course,
that I would listen to.
Maya and Justin's Excellent Week is the show that they do on Planet Scum every other Monday, which you should absolutely watch because it's always a fun time.
So good.
11, you got it. I was hoping to trick you, but I failed.
You failed!
Maya and Justin's Excellent Week is their Planet Scum show and is also a podcast. It was a trick, but I think you saw through it, Jas. Animal Show is a monthly stand-up show that they produce with David Steele. Now, that's interesting, was their first Planet Scum show, which you can see rerun on the off Mondays when they don't have an Excellent Week to air. And Planet Party Town was their segment on the very missed Chris Gethard Presents Earwolf podcast.
But I think that, like, having Maya and Justin's Excellent Week now really fills that gap for me in a lot of ways.
Oh, me too. No, it's so good.
I loved hearing them. Like, that was, like, you know, I fucking loved that podcast. But it was so cool to hear them.
Minkus is the nerd character on Boy Meets World.
Oh, yeah. While they are young. In the younger years, my friends and I rewatched it when we were like 24.
Yeah, in the
25.
elementary school years. Once they're in middle school, it seems like he goes to the other side of the school, which is revealed because he suddenly reappears when they graduate high school.
Yeah.
Sorry, they graduate high school.
And then they go to college and no one talks about Minkus again.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
a bunch of Minkus freaks.
Bingus and Spoingus are great cat names. The Argyle.
Wow.
But yeah, let's go.
Minkus is a really good, like, little rat name, like a smart little rat that you have that does tricks.
That's a great rat name.
Minkus.
Okay, so we have one more question
It's like kind
left.
of like Pinky in the Brain, but it's Minkus. Like, it feels like it can...
I agree with you. I'm not arguing with you. Yeah, we're the Minkus Hive here.
Minkus Hive!
But okay, we have one more question.
Okay.
It's all pretty close. Like, honestly, everyone on the leaderboard could still be the winner, depending on how quickly they answer, because our next question... Oh, no, they can't. On the George Carlin show, what was Carlin's character's job? This was supposed to be a double points round, but I forgot to hit the button. Was he a comedian, a professor, a taxi driver, or the Quitsats Hatterack?
Forrest, I love you. Yeah, Lindsay, that bothered me as well, because in middle school, Topanga and I were very similar humans. And everyone, her teachers all really accepted it, but everyone thought she was strange. You know, it's like many of our lives, and it was bullshit that she became so basic.
That was my first introduction to George Carlin as well, Wizbeth, and to Ringo Starr. My first introduction to both of them was Shining Time Station, where they both played Mr. Conductor. And my dad always found it so funny that George Carlin was on a kid's show, and I'm like, why? He seems so nice. And then I saw Bill and Ted, and I was like, I still don't understand why it's funny that he's in a kid's show. But then I saw his stand-up, and I did. What if he had been in Dune? What if he was in Dune?
Would he be Duncan, Idaho?
No.
No.
He's not. I don't buy him.
He would be the Mentat.
Yeah, he'd be the
Mentat.
The human computer.
Yes. Who's Peter Tork?
I had a giant paper mache Thomas the Tank Engine and nightmares about Thomas the Tank Engine crashing through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man.
I do like Farkle Minkus.
Yeah, Peter Tork is from the Monkees.
Oh.
Yeah, and Minkus's son is Farkle Minkus.
Mary got to see the Monkees recently. Mary from Cleveland. Sounded really
he was
cool.
Topanga's dad.
Dune was so good. I too cannot stop thinking about it. I want to recommend to everyone a YouTube channel called Quinn's Ideas, Quinn. It's like his like subgenre is like ideas of ice and fire because he likes Game of Thrones as well, and he does extensive, incredible like in-depth into all of the different like facets of the Dune universe, as well as these really fantastic breakdowns of all of the books, including like
Leto the Second. So you want to learn all about Leto the Second, the God Emperor of Dune,
who's slowly turning into a worm to show humanity that they should not accept it. It's so convoluted. I love it.
Yes.
And he does a beautiful job. He uses a ton of fan art to illustrate like what's going on. So it's actually a really visually engaging video. Everyone needs to watch Quinn's Ideas. Everyone needs to go and subscribe to this human because he's such a good YouTuber.
Yeah. But that was the last question.
That was the last question.
It's time for the leaderboard. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Oh no, it's not. First
we gotta see George Carlin.
Yeah, first it's a trailer for his show. Because it is wild getting back to a time when this was how comedy shows were promoted.
Poorly.
Yeah.
Sunday. How much does a dog weigh? 5 pounds more? Look, I never mailed them. Get ready for the only guy funny enough to follow Al Bundy.
A men's room vending machine is there to serve all your protection needs.
Are you kidding me? Even the toilet paper in there is too thin to be effective. The George Carlin Show, Sunday. Last week, 17 million people watched the George Carlin Show.
I'm done.
What do you say?
Harvey's gay. Pay attention, Harry. Now see for yourself.
I feel like that was not as good of a joke.
That was bad. I did not. I missed that joke.
Without the context, one doesn't know if it's a good or bad joke. But given when this came out, I feel like I can confidently say
I missed that joke when I watched through this earlier.
George meets a washed-up 60s rocker.
My place is like a cardboard box compared to this.
Where you living?
In a cardboard box.
That was the joke I put it on to have.
Yeah.
Was the
just like what? What a weird, like ill taste anti joke.
The joke being A equals A.
Yeah, fucking if 17 million people watched goddamn anything, which is why we're working on a goal to get 17 million people to watch We Are Trash People.
Only with your help can we make We Are Trash People must-see TV.
Everyone, tell your friends.
We are coming for Frasier.
Yes.
We are coming for you, Frasier. We are gonna.
We have a cat. You don't have a cat, Frasier.
The Frasier only had a dog. We
call
got a cat.
David Spade.
Well, I mean,
yes, not even the original show that we do. That's just us. No, the fan show.
Do you know how good it would be for me if Planet Scum somehow got 17 million viewers? That would be life-changing.
Radio Free Multiverse doesn't have a Patreon yet. Let's all
do you imagine how many shirts we would sell
Sitcom
if 17 million people watched Planet Scum?
Sitcom Earth.
What's the deal with lasers?
Sitcom Earth.
Yeah, we're coming for MASH. We're gonna have the most watched.
Yep.
We're gonna be oh man, we have to become a scripted show.
We're so bad at scripted. We're not actors.
No, but you know
this is what happens when like two like producer people are like, why don't we just make a show? Like,
which of us would fly out in the helicopter and which of us would spell out a final message using rocks? Like in MASH, I think I'd be the one in the rock with the rocks.
Yeah,
and you'd be
I'd probably in the copter. I'd probably just be like, fuck it, let's get out of here.
I agree. 17 million people should be watching someone win almost $8,000.
Right. Who thinks it's gonna happen tonight?
I don't know if you've noticed the Planet Scum social posts about the show have increasingly been, someone's gonna win this much money. Why is no one watching?
Yeah, We Are Trash People's coming for you, friends. Fuck friends. Fuck it's bullshit. Everyone should be watching people do trivia about comedy.
I also thought last week was gonna happen.
Right?
It's gonna be soon, I'm sure.
They gotta have Murph back on. That's why I'm like, can we like do an alchemical ritual to summon Murph? We can't tell him. That's not within the spirit of alchemy.
No, we can't put NFTs in the box.
We gotta put some NFTs in that box, Forrest!
They're so bad for the environment.
I don't even know what they are! We gotta get those in that box!
So you know tokens, right? You've heard of tokens?
No.
Tokens.
Like a token you use at a game arcade?
But what if they weren't fungible?
What does a fungible mean?
Fungible.
I really want the Baphomoth shirt as well.
It's on its way.
There was a great moment where a moth flew into our home and Forrest was trying to get it out of our home. And so he was going like this to try and like wave it out. And I was like, I need to get I need to catch this. I was not able to catch it on camera before the moth flew away, but it did very much look like he was like worshiping this moth.
But yeah, our Baphomet shirt is on its our shirts are on their way. But yeah, the NFT must flow.
The NFT must flow.
Yeah, because I was like
trying
to like shoo it, and it like looked like I was like bowing down to it.
Or like, yeah, like, I don't know. I've been to one revival Easter thing, and there was a lot of that.
You know what else?
It was during Passover. It was
We also have a leaderboard.
We have a
sorry,
leaderboard!
we have the podium.
Oh my god, who won?
So, in third place with 7 out of 10 correct, it is Sarm Smith.
Sarm!
In second with 8 out of 10, it's 1BB Day Boy. And in first with 9 out of 10, it is Blogtoven. And in fourth, it's Del Taco Fadson. And in fifth, it was Pineapple.
Ow, ow! Right, we all have such great opportunities, and people should send us their seed money. I think that it's important to support startups. We are all startups. All of us as individuals are businesses and startups, and we need your investment. Is this going to be our outro music?
I didn't realize.
Who loves this song? I love it. Friends, it's time for us to do some plugs. That's right. There's some stuff you need to see. And there are 24 humans, probably. I'm sure some of them are bots, but we love you and accept you too, bots. Watching right now, and I think that all 24 of you need to be in a certain special place on Monday.
Bob Barker is still alive.
Can we play the Monday ad? There's a place you need to be on Mondays at 7 p.m.
Wait a second.
Oh, you are so unprepared for this plug.
Well, because this plug's supposed to be, this is for the post show.
Oh.
This is a post show plug.
Can we do it now?
I mean, yeah.
Is that okay? There's 24 humans. All 24 of you need to see this. You're going to love this show.
It's definitely fine.
It's Tig's show. It's World's Hottest Goss. You all need to show up.
Hit him with the promo for the old World's Hottest Goss.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, you seen this? Heard about this? The Goss.
Honk the Goss.
Honk it.
Honk. We're about to honk it. We're like snake oil salesmen right now.
I said honk.
Come one, come all.
I said honk.
Oh, honk it.
But I like hawk.
Yeah.
We're honking Goss.
Come one, come all. To a hot Goss booth. If you drink our hot Goss, you will it will cure all your ails, like piss city.
Do you have a sick mum at home with piss in hers?
Is your mama? Is she sick?
Is she leaking urine?
Is she leaking urine out of all of her holes?
Oh no!
Does she have the old piss holes disease?
Do you have a small sickly boy with poopy eyes?
Has your child caught the dastardly shit eye?
And this was cut by David Dougal.
Goss can heal it.
We have a Goss for that.
One hot cup of Goss from us.
Mm-hmm.
And all your ails will be cured.
All of them.
A vial of Goss. A vial of the world's hottest Goss. Only from us.
Fishbone and the Dainty Devil.
Fishbones and the Dainty Devil. Buy it from us every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. East. Esther. You fucking freaks. You hot sloppy. Ooh, you want to get better.
They do.
Anyway, watch our show.
It's on twitch.tv.
I love the last part.
Castle. Follow at Dig Naruto, at Hartenfeld, at McDougal, and all you hot sloppy fucks. Get over to the Patreon and give them your money. They hate their jobs and they love you.
And we've actually got one more plug for the board castle because we're going to show you a little clip from Monday with Susie.
Freaker.
Incredibly special time.
Boy there, Robinus.
Hey.
This clip was made
I'm
by
gonna freak your
David
mind.
Google.
Oh man.
Oh.
Coming in hot.
You better get ready. I'm gonna freak your mind. Yeah, that's what happens when I'm
James, how do
around.
you
I'm a
feel
mind
about having
freaker.
your mind freaked right now.
I love magic. I'm a guy
Oh.
who I stand.
You're a big magic head.
I stand.
So you're
Yeah.
Fondant, Kara, Dignan, Mind Freaker.
in flooping.
Whoa.
Here she is.
Boy there, Ravnus.
Hey.
So, if you want to watch the rest of that segment, you'll have to go watch the board castle.
100% recommend. It is the funniest fucking thing. I died. I watched it twice. It's so good. Yes.
But yes, watch that.
Watch.
I love that.
World's
Alice
Hottest
as well.
Goss.
And if you want to see more, hear more from Tog,
Clancy.
it's just Clancy Fishbones 2032, and from potentially even from Susie.
Potentially,
Come
if
to
we're
the Planet
lucky.
Scum after party after Planet Scum Live tonight on the Planet Scum Discord.
Hell yeah!
With me and Emily.
Hell yeah!
And this Friday you can hear trivia.
Play trivia with us.
And an
Play it
evil,
with an
multi-dimensional
evil fish. The only trivia show in any dimension where a planet is destroyed. Every single episode. We're so excited. We're gearing up for our Black Friday episode, which is, of course, a huge holiday.
Which will, of course, be on Black Friday.
For the Grand Aquarium Empire Network.
Fluvorp gone.
Fluvorp Camp Counselor.
Yeah.
So everyone join. It's really fun. It is very accessible, despite how insane it looks.
Yes. It is mostly just silly
I'm like,
trivia
is
questions.
it more accessible than the box show?
I don't know.
Like, maybe?
It's a silly questions and jokes. Okay, the audience, people in the chat saying, yes, it is. Honestly, yes.
That's all I ever hope to be. I know the things I create. I know what's in my weird bowl. And it's things like God Emperor Leto, who over 3,500 years is slowly turning into a giant sandworm so that he can show all of humanity through an intense ancestral memory that we should not accept Messiah-like figures or allow religion into our governance. Right? It's convoluted and amazing. I love it. A wild Gatsby has appeared.
That's right, Gatsby's here.
Licking his butt.
Alice is asking if we want a Sploosy.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's very simple. Evil fish wears hats and grant wishes with help of beautiful intern.
Oh, thank you.
Well, Alice is... Oh... Alice says that she sent in a video of the Switch being destroyed.
Y'all, this is a fucking exclusive.
What exclusive?
This is a huge fucking exclusive. Y'all might see the Switch get broken tonight. If you don't see it during the show, then you know we're posting it during the post show. You know it. If we're gonna show a neutered cat pleasuring themselves, you know we're gonna show that.
If we're gonna show
the God Emperor of Dune slowly turning into a sandworm over the course of 3,500 years.
You know we're gonna...
Everyone watch Quinn's Ideas.
And watch
YouTube.
Planet Scum Live in just under an hour. But you know where that is.
You know where that is.
And we'll see you for the Planet Scum after party.
Good night and good
Good night and good clun.